What is going on, guys? It's your boy Az. We are back here with another episode of the best villains buddies for you guys to do the Pandemonium chat event, and hopefully, hopefully we can get you guys in a better position here. So if you guys didn't already check out my video from yesterday, I had a team already comprised of basically the Insidious 6 three-piece with Shocker, Vulture, and Hobgoblin. Those three are key pieces for raid teams. Those three are basically needed for Odin, Xavier, you name it. So if you don't have them built up, just maybe start working on that for your future. If you decide, if you ever want, to make it easier for yourselves in the future. That's not to say you can't do, Professor Xavier or Blue Marvel or Odin without having them, but it would just be a lot more difficult. And yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't focus on a raid team, but even like I said, I know people have their preferences, and hey, I respect that. That's totally cool. You want to build other characters up, that's totally fine. So anyways, I'm getting a little long-winded here, so I apologize for that. So the purposes of this video is to give you guys two other alternative teams that isn't the one that I used yesterday. So yesterday I used that three-piece Insidious 6 plus Hive Mind. I picked Hive Mind with a very specific reason, because Carnage and Red Goblin are both also needed under the Spider buddies, right? This was last week's chat event, and of course as well, as you guys can see here, he's a spider buddy and he's a villain buddy. So yeah, so you get a little bit of double value there by double dipping that, right? If you're trying to focus your gold and your resources, you get a little extra value from having Carnage and having Red Goblin there. I can't click on Red Goblin, apologies there. If I click on him, he's gonna get promoted, and I don't like promoting characters because I want to keep my characters sometimes for the purposes of videos like this where they're not totally maxed out or whatever. But just take my word for it, he is like level I think he's the same level as my Carnage, which is around tier 18 95. And I think it was in an earlier video too, before I got the stupid diamond on it. But then I was like, oh shoot. So anyways, yeah, so that's the reason why. But that's not to say you can't do three-piece Insidious 6 without some other key characters. And actually, those are the characters I'm going to be talking to you guys about here. So yeah, let's completely scrap the Insidious 6 idea and just say, hey, I don't want to build these guys. Is there any other teams I can possibly line them up with here? And yeah, I've tried a few combinations, and I will say that whether or not you're a fan of the Insidious 6 or not, do build Vulture. He is going to be the most important one here, so you are going to need him. So I'm going to talk about three characters here that are going to be pretty crucial to this, and Vulture is kind of the main piece. I mean, you need to have Vulture because his on-spawn speed bar to himself, I mean, there's like 10 hero allies with a spawn, so I mean, he basically gets a free turn. And also, if he has Insidious 6 allies, he gives that boost to his allies as well. But let's just say, for the sake of simplicity, you don't want to build anybody else up, and you want to just limit your resources. Well, focus on Vulture, and you guys will not regret it, because he's good in he's good in a lot of different game modes, and specifically, like I said, the Dark Dimensions, and his turn rewind, his slow, his scavenger passive. Like, I mean, if Daemon was like the hero version of the speed bar and on kill, he would be the polar opposite of the villain version, because every time someone dies, his speed bar, right, gets filled. So you got to make sure you have him here. And like I said, it's just he's such a necessity to a lot of different game modes. So I don't know why people wouldn't have built him up. And on top of that, he's actually cheap. He's cheap to build up too. He's a two-piece tech for higher level gear, and hence one of the reasons why I even use him on my baby count for arena. So yeah, I don't know why people don't build him up. But anyways, so he's the first character. The second character you guys already see here, Hearted. It's gonna be Thanos Endgame. You need to have Thanos Endgame to make this work. He doesn't need to be super high, but he does need to have his passives and everything like that, so then he can do, he can do his maximum damage, and he can do his little passive where he cleanses the battlefield in case there's a lot of pesky buffs. Because you'll see here in this particular node, there is a lot of buffs, right? So you need him. And I feel like a lot of people would have just built up Annihilators because they were the previous meta. And you also kind of need him for Professor Xavier as well. So, yeah, he's just so damn good. I mean, if you've ever played against him on the opposite side, you know how annoying he is with his stun and his cleanse and his release. So, he just has all these tools at his fingertips. So, no surprise. The last person we will bring is Thanos himself. And yeah, you'll see why. He doesn't need to be big either. He's just kind of there because he's a 3.0 tune. He's reworked. He's going to be part of the next war meta, if not the best war team. So mine's only level 80, and he was able to survive quite well. Unfortunately, I do have that 3 diamonds, so apologies there. But enough of me rambling on here and there. Let's quickly jump into the gameplay so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so as I already said, we've got the core 3 that we need, and I've actually stuck I've stuck Omega Red and Ebony Maw here. Ebony Maw because he's really, really weak, and Omega Red because I feel like a lot of people have Winter Guard built up, so I just threw him in here. You could use like LDS, you could use another Insidious 6 member, it doesn't really matter here, but yeah, as you guys see here, that opening move, we want to make sure we can stun Peter B. Parker. This is why we have Thanos Endgame. And again, mine's really built up, but the stun should help alleviate some of the heals, and it will get things be a little bit easier for you guys. So just do the ult here, and then again, we're gonna throw the big special with Omega Red. Might as well just chain and get some more speed bar back to our Vulture. Save his ult. He doesn't need to use his ult right now, and then yeah, the next wave drops, which isn't a big deal. But as you guys can see here, Thanos, even at level 80. He's a beef bus, right? So I put him right beside Thanos Endgame because hopefully if they focus on Thanos, then yeah, they can, you know, there's actually really good synergy here. So this is the reason why we have Thanos original. His focus and everything allows him to basically strip everything down to the, you know, everything, right? Everything. So we throw the big special there. And by the way, his flip also works on the last wave, so you don't necessarily need to use it on this wave. But for the next attack attempt, I'll throw it on the last wave to show you guys what I'm talking about. Again, Invisible Woman, yeah, just get rid of her. We don't want her ulting us. She's gonna strip all our positives. We don't want that. And yeah, then you can kind of just, I don't know, just Black Widow. You can go for a Path Tier. It doesn't matter. I just kind of go for the middle here. So again, Vulture, get him that massive amount of speed bar, right? Every time we get the kill. We're gonna get some, you know, some rewind here as well from Ebony Maw, which is good. He's got that synergy with Thanos as well, so this is why I'm very curious if they're gonna rework some of the other Black Order members, right? So next wave drops, and again we still have lots of our ults cooldowns and everything, and this is where I think I like Omega Red because he should be getting his second turn here, and this rewind is also gonna help us out. It's gonna just decimate. Again, if you have Ebony Maw, you get the immunity, we get the ults. I've been hearing that the last wave is what trips people up, but yeah, I'm not seeing that. I'm not seeing that from my testing, so I do apologize. I think my roster is just too big, but I try to keep some low weaklings here, and yeah, it is kind of what it is. But hopefully, that gives you guys an alternate strategy here versus Foe Insidious 6 and having, you know, Hive Mind and whatnot. Yeah, personally, like I said, I didn't think it was too bad with my first video yesterday, but yeah, I have seen quite a few comments, and yeah, I do apologize for that. So now we're going back in here, and again, we'll have our 2 main, and then yeah, you like I said, you can stick Hive Mind in there if you want. You can stick Red Goblin, Carnage. This may work with the 3-piece as well. I haven't tried it out yet because I was just avoiding using them because, like I said, I know people don't want to bring them up. We're going to switch gears up. We're not going to bring Omega Red this time, so you guys can kind of see how it looks without Omega Red. And we'll try to use the Thanos flip, OG Thanos, excuse me, on the last wave here. We're still gonna bring Ebony Maw because he's level 80. He's weak. He's 190,000. It's gonna keep our team a bit lower, and that way we're not plowing through with like a 10 million team, because I know people aren't gonna have teams like that. Yeah, but like I said, you can kind of see here both Thanos and Ebony Maw very, very weak in terms of level. But I hope you guys can see that despite their levels, right? Despite the fact that they are under leveled, they can still make this work quite well. And yeah, this is a very mystic heavy team, so maybe people won't have this team built up. But I'm hoping you guys can see here the importance of having Ebony Maw and, or not Ebony Maw, sorry, having Thanos and Vulture. So again, we open up with the big special, like I said before, just like the last one. It's gonna apply some negatives, and you can actually keep flipping this back and forth to see if it applies more stuff if they resist as well. But again, we got Gladiator this time holding the helm for us, which is fine. Same strategy. We're gonna throw the stun on Peter B. Parker, and that's gonna get some work done for us. Thanos is, yeah, like I said, he didn't even get triggered last time. He didn't even use his flip. So again, this time, I think instead of using special, we'll just basic here. We can save the special for the next wave. There's a ton of things you can do. Like I said, there's no perfect strategy. We'll throw the special from Gladiator so it strips things down. That's going to give some energy back as well, which is kind of cool. Yeah, and now you can kind of see here. Now they're getting quite a bit of buffs here, which isn't a bad thing, but yeah, maybe I should have... you know what? We can throw the ult here. Let's throw the ult here. Let's try something different. Let's try something different. I usually save the ult, but we're going to try something different here. So again, aim for the middle batch. Trying to use the special on at least like 6 people here. This is the best bang for your buck, and it's going to fill the turn bar as well for Vulture. So throw that in there. He's going to apply a whole bunch of negatives for us, which is great stuff. Again, Thanos. Thanos hasn't really done anything just yet, but yeah, he'll get his first turn here. And yeah, you don't need to... yeah, you don't need to do his flip just yet. We'll save it for the last wave. We'll poke right here so we can get a little damage to Invisible Wound. And I do believe the next wave should be dropping. So let's throw the ult here. That's going to get a little bit of... oh, okay, weird. I thought the next wave drops. Okay, there, here we go. Okay, so the next wave drops, and now watch this, watch this. So Thanos is going to get to his turn. He's going to do the flip. And remember, this is level 80, guys. He's a level 80 Thanos. Like, he can do this at level 80. This is kind of crazy. And then our Thanos, he's going to do his thing. Sorry, endgame Thanos. Mismatching here, the two. Yes, she throws her ult. Yes, big whoop. Okay, remember, our Thanos still hasn't done his release yet, so don't be too worried yet. We're still okay. Although, I will say, our original Thanos is pretty beefy at level 80. Like, pretty beefy. We'll throw the big ult here from him now. Now, it's his turn to use his ult. So that shreds and drains. Yeah, then Gladiator is going to do his thing. And yeah, unfortunately, I don't know. Yeah, it's unfortunate that Vulture died. If Vulture died, I didn't die, he probably would have just made short work of everybody from dying. But yeah, so 3-piece there. And done again. So yeah, I hope that made sense. And yeah, let me know in the comments below if this works for you guys, or if you guys have some other comps that you guys have tried. I know that lots of people have been trying various versions, but what I've been doing is I was trying to look for a consistent version where you only require maybe 2 or 3 characters with fairly minimal investment. And yeah, those 3 seem to be doing it for me, at least from my side. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's too much of an issue if you use the full Insidious 6, but unfortunately, maybe not everyone's going to have that option. And we did sort of kind of try a different strategy here. And yeah, let me know what you guys think. Yeah, obviously, I know there's, this game is always a puzzle, and it's always nice to solve those puzzles. But yeah, it's always interesting to see what people come up with. And yeah, I enjoyed the mixes of the Thanoses. Brought a little bit of nostalgia back as well. So I don't know. I liked the 2 previous meta arena teams working together alongside each other. I thought that was pretty cool. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching as always, and hopefully this helps you guys out. Otherwise, I will see you guys when I see you guys.